Hello everyone, I am Jesse, or GameOverJesse, as all of you may know me. Here with us on the Zelda Mailbag for the Highland Gamescast is our great friend and co-host, Daniel.
Hello.
And the awesome Holly Wolf.
Hello.
Yeah. So today we're going to be going through answering Zelda questions sent in by you. So if you would like to have your Zelda questions answered, you can put them in the comments below and then tune in next week to see if we picked out some of your questions. If you would like to guarantee your question to be on the show, because we don't have 5 hours to go through and answer the dozens of questions that we have, you can head over to patreon.com/GameOverJesse, just as Wild Horse 64, Samuel, Ren, Foxo, Andrew, Jonathan, David, Amanda, Jacob, Derek, Largnar, Michelle, Mandy Lee, Michael, Elmer, Bootleg Boy, Vortex, Gus, Monica, Link uses the Triforce, sorry, Lunarium, Shadow to Us, Rusty, Lovable Christy, Fallen Echo, and Justin. So thank you guys for your support on Patreon. So you can get your name shouted out during these videos and some of the other videos. We have a bunch of other cool stuff, like seeing theory videos or top 10 videos a bit early whenever we first post them, giving us ideas for new videos, and even coming on live streams with us like this and joining on the podcast or the Zelda Mailbag or playing games with us online. Fun stuff like that. So go check it out at patreon.com/GameOverJesse. One of the tiers even gets you sent a cool shirt like this, or you can just purchase the shirt. But anyways, starting us off, Holly, do you have any questions picked out?
Well, there's a few in chat right now, so I'll quickly do that because people are adding me.
All right.
Yes. Tony asked, question for Holly Wolf. Out of all the Zelda series, what is your personal all-time favorite? And that would be Majora's Mask. I'm a huge lover of that game. I like how dark it is. I like the layout of it, and I don't know, it's just creepy and sad, and I like sad, heartbreaking things. So that one always resonated with me.
Do you have any favorite dungeon or mask in the game?
So much.
Not even. I don't even have like a favorite dungeon really from Majora's Mask. I just loved the game. I love Clocktown theme. I would just chill there for hours.
Clocktown is the best theme.
Exactly. Listening to the music is so beautiful. So the music in that game really got me. I'm a huge music person. Like my dad's a drummer. I took like singing and dance classes all through my childhood and went to school for musical theater. So I really am big on like beautiful music and orchestrated soundtracks. So Majora's Mask kind of got my heart there. And it was I played Ocarina of Time first, and then Majora's Mask second when I was a kid. And I don't know, I liked Majora's Mask better, and it's kind of stuck with me. So yeah, I just wanted to answer that really quick because that is my favorite Zelda game.
All right, Daniel, do you have a favorite?
Oh, it's too hard. So
No.
I don't know. I you know, I feel like I almost will have an answer in 1 year from now because I just
1 year.
Give me 1 year, guys. I've been just for maybe less time, but I've been playing through all the Zelda games on my Twitch. So started at Zelda 1, did Zelda 2, finished on Link to the Past, took a slight detour to play some Blossom Tales while I got technical issues worked out, but I'm gonna be starting Ocarina of Time and then Majora's Mask and so forth and so forth. But
dope.
I don't know. I don't know if I have a definitive favorite. It might legitimately be Breath of the Wild, just because from taking a step back and trying to think about it like from out of my own head is like that, probably the game I put the most hours into.
Right. Yeah.
But definitely not the game I finished start from finish to the most times, but that's just because the scope of the game is so much bigger. I could put 600 hours into Breath of the Wild and only have played it 3 times through, versus another Zelda game where it's like 30 hours of playthrough or less, and you know, that 600 hours ends up being a lot more. But Gorsh. Yeah. Obviously, I like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild is amazing. It's a close second for me. I think I like
Yeah.
Majora because it's just such a childhood memory for me. But yeah, Breath of the Wild is just like, holy crap, did they ever do a good job?
Oh, we got a super chat. That means Jesse, you gotta turn the light on.
Oh,
I told
no.
everyone if they super chatted, we'd turn the light on.
No, but he's super chatting for a thank you.
No question.
Yeah.
Just great job, guys. Bring me back Polymore. Thank you.
Wait, no, but Marsupial
Marsupial Gamer.
has one in the thingy though.
Oh, let's grab his question.
Yes, where is it? I just saw
Scrolling
it.
up.
Yeah, there it is, Marsupial Gamer. I have a question that y'all can feel free to answer or ignore. LOL. With the Wii U games being ported to Switch, what's the likelihood of Pikmin 3 coming to Switch? Any news?
Oh, please,
Oh,
Nintendo.
That's perfect for you, Daniel.
I
You
really
love those
want
games.
that. You know what's funny is I just found Pikmin 1 and 2 at a used game shop for like $30 each, which is really hard to come by because in the past I've always passed up buying them because they're like $90 and I'm like, I don't think I can do for a game I could just download for $10 or something on the eShop. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased as punch. Pikmin 3 is one of my favorite Wii U games. I've legitimately played through it a dozen times, and it hasn't been out that long. So
You live streamed it as well on Twitch.
I did live stream it on Twitch as well, and I got really mad at myself because I was walking on a bridge, and then I turned to look at the chat, and I walked off the bridge. And I killed 60 Pikmin as they just followed me. They just jumped right off the bridge with me. They just, They just blindly trusted me and they all drowned. It was a really exciting time, but
Awesome.
no, I really love Pikmin. I
Smart AI.
they trusted me. And I
trusted me.
I let them down.
We trusted you. You can hear their scream.
You can, and then you see the little ghosts leave their bodies as they die. It's the most upsetting thing.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, that was great. If they do, I would be super happy. Unfortunately, Pikmin is like one of the B tier Nintendo franchises because they don't sell super well. But they're even though they're Miyamoto's brilliant brainchild games, but they're the oft overlooked franchise. But I love them, and the games are a little short, but they're super fun. Have great replay value, and a lot of other Wii U games have been ported over. And Pikmin 1 and 2 were both ported from the GameCube to the Wii. So what if we got a Pikmin trilogy pack before Pikmin 4 comes out? I don't know.
That'd be really cool.
They're not gonna, but I really want them to.
They're not gonna.
There was that interview a long time ago where Miyamoto mentioned that they were working on Pikmin 4, but in that same interview, he also said they were working on Super Mario Galaxy 3, and that likely just turned into Odyssey.
I think so. I think it did. I mean, I don't think he meant Hey Pikmin. At least I'm just praying that that's not what he meant when he said they were working on Pikmin 4. Because it's not quite the same thing. But I mean, between Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 3, like Pikmin 1 and 2 came out on the GameCube, and then they had nothing until Pikmin 3 on the Wii U. So I don't know. We could still see it. They just might be pulling a Metroid and just spreading their releases out. Or pulling an Animal Crossing, or pretty much just doing a Nintendo, I guess we could say at this point, because
a Nintendo,
because all their, almost B tier franchises like Star Fox and Pikmin and Metroid and Animal Crossing, all their not Zelda and Mario's pretty much get hugely spread releases. So
yeah,
sadly.
Oh, Ewan's here in the chat. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Shout out to Ewan, who we have the chair for, and Holly, you have it as well.
Yes, right here.
Oh,
you have the nice one.
Erasing.com. Sorry. Get this man a chair.
IKEA.
Yeah, so Daniel, we had the Patreon supporter question, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Justin's question was a Patreon. Justin's in our Patreons. He had a question. And I found it. There we go.
Oh.
Justin asked if you could pick any 2D Zelda game to have a 3D remake. Oh, we were just talking about this earlier. In the style of any 3D Zelda game. Okay, hold on. This question's there's layers to this question. If you could pick any 2D Zelda game to have a 3D remake in the style of any 3D Zelda game, what 2D Zelda game would it be and why? And what 3D Zelda game style would it be and why? This
Okay,
is
so
onion of a question here.
a 2D game remade to be 3D.
Yeah. But
And
what
then-
2D game and what style of 3D game?
Okay.
And why? Why, Jesse?
2D.
Oh, there was that fan project of Link's Awakening
Yeah.
being built in Ocarina of Time's engine. And that looked really sweet, and let's see if that comes to fruition. I know it's on the DL right now though, isn't it? Because Nintendo's still gonna do the copyright. So,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What would it be? I don't
Okay,
know.
so I'm gonna do sort of a cop out and say Link's Awakening remade in 3D and the art style of Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get some pretty waters.
Yeah.
I feel like give us Minish Cap. The translation from it's not it's only kind of 3D, but A Link Between Worlds is like 3D. But I just want to see that translation that A Link to the Past had to Between Worlds, but maybe with Minish Cap moving that up to like a. It's almost this guy's. I feel like it's kind of a cop out answer, but I like it. I want to see that, especially the growing super small would be really fun. So
that'd be pretty cool. Minish Cap would be pretty dope. I don't know. Does Link Between Worlds kind of count as a 2D game? I guess so, yeah.
Yeah,
like it's
like
a
it.
2D game, but it's 3D, but it's
Yeah.
a 2D.
I think everyone just like lumps the top-down games into 2D.
Right, yeah. I think that'd be really cool as like a mix between like Breath of the Wild and something a little bit more realistic-ish, because it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I'd be down for that. I think there'd be some beautiful like styles in there with the two worlds going on. Lots of purples. I like purples. I don't
Wait,
know.
which game again?
A Link Between Worlds.
Oh, yeah, okay. So A Link Between Worlds being remade into like a full 3D game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Especially like if you had the full 3D world with Link looking like Link in whatever art style that whoever wants the game to be in, like whether it's Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time, Skyward Sword, or whatever. It would be really interesting to see how the transition looks when it goes to like the 2D on the wall, since it would be a full 3D game. It's suddenly going 2D. Like, would it look more 2D-esque like the original Zelda 2, to where it's like the adult tall Toon Link, but then he's still 2D? Not Toon Link. But yeah, like that would be really cool to see how they did that. Especially like the one boss fight where you have to go 2D on a shield to like it would be really interesting to see all of that in full 3D.
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
Yeah. What
Down
about
for
you,
that.
Daniel?
I said Minish Cap already.
Yeah,
Oh, did
he already
you?
said-
Wow. Did I
Yeah.
just? I must have blinked. Which art style?
It's kind of a cop out, but
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild is always a cool. I really like the style of that game, but I'm thinking back on it now. I feel almost like just because of the way the concept art and stuff is drawn, bringing it into maybe like Wind Waker HD style would probably suit it the game better for Minish Cap, but yeah, but I'm a sucker for Breath of the Wild's art style. But Wind Waker HD looks gorgeous too. So.
All right.
I'm so indecisive, Jesse. Let's move on.
This is the second to last question. So if you guys have a final question, please put it in the chat, the live chat right now. And then if there's one good enough, then Daniel or Holly will pick it. But for this question, it comes from George, who says, question, what would you base off a new main race from the Zelda series, like concept-wise? Example, Rito were birds, Gorons were rocks, and such. So yeah, of course, Zora were fish, who evolved into birds, and then the Koroks were...
plants.
Yeah, like twigs and sticks and stuff. I was gonna say Chocobo. No, it was the Kikwi were cool, like almost Bulbasaur-esque in Skyward Sword. The ones where you had to, like, you played hide and seek to get the boomerang so you could go into the first dungeon. Yeah, they're one that a lot of people forget.
Hamsters that were also plants.
Yeah, like they curled up into a ball and had the big plant on top, so it looked like a bush. It was weird. Yeah. But yeah, you could go with almost anything. But what would you like to see, Daniel? Oh, another cool one. Sorry. That almost looked like Ninetales or Vulpix. Like the Keaton mask was based off of the one in Majora's Mask where, like, you cut the grass and then that thing comes out and, like, plays trivia with you. That was a really cool concept. I would have liked to have seen, like, a full race of them somewhere. But yeah, Daniel, what are your thoughts? What would you like to see?
Oh no, I don't know things. I don't know. This is kind of like a weird idea, but like we see a lot of, I don't know, I guess it's been done though. I was thinking like more like plant sort of creatures, but then there's the Dekus and like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time and stuff. So that's kind of, that's been done. Someone already thought of it before I did. So we haven't really seen, I'm just gonna go really out there. Imagine a race that exists. They don't have like a physical form. They're like almost gaseous in form, but they're not like ghosts or spirits, but just like they don't have like a body. They're gas.
Like,
but they're sentient. They're alive.
Kill a Poe and it turns into like the weird flame looking
That's
soul?
the flamey fire ghost.
Okay.
Flamey fire ghost.
That's a different
flamey fire ghost.
Yeah, and then you can drink it. But
yeah, that is weird.
That's why it's different.
Just consume the soul of some.
Yeah, sometimes it heal you, sometimes it hurt you. You know.
No,
Ghosts
that would be cool.
Taste good.
Like a ghost race would be cool.
Yeah, sort of along those lines. Poes are like actual, just people ghosts, but
people ghosts.
They're not like a race. They're just. They're just.
All right, Holly, do you have any?
I'm terrible.
I'm trying to think. I'm like looking around my house to see if I could
all right.
think of any animals.
So like, since we're going out there, I would say, so in Majora's Mask, they introduced the concept of aliens in the Zelda series.
Oh yes! Oh my gosh, we're gonna fight off the ranch.
What are they called? The others or
I don't
them?
Even, I don't
no,
remember.
were they called just them?
They don't have like even a name. They're just like it's just like they are coming.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Spooky.
Hey, can you help us?
Yeah, and
stealing
then
the cows.
Breath of the Wild, they released the concept video. Have you seen it, Holly? Where like Link's running around from like the spaceships attacking.
No, I don't think I have. I'm so behind everything.
It was a concept video that they released at GDC when the game first came out, and it was just like one developer had, I guess because of Breath of the Wild, they wanted to do just new things. So a lot of the developers that were working on the game all came up with their own ideas, and the ones that seemed interesting, Al Numa was basically just like, okay, work on that for like a week and give me your concept, and then we'll go through and pick out whatever. And then they showed off like they had brought back the Minish, like there was supposed to be an entire Minish village in Breath of the Wild that ended up not being in there, because it has like Link crouching down next to a bunch of tiny houses and stuff. There was also a Kokiri champion as well that got replaced by the Rito. But the what was it? The I would like the idea of a village that was kind of, maybe it was something like a version, not necessarily Kakariko village, but a village like that. Like in Breath of the Wild, there's like Katina village and a bunch of other villages. Like it's not just Kakariko as the main village. So I would like something like that, to where it was just an older village. Maybe something like Romani Ranch and Majora's Mask, but more populated, kind of like Ordon Village was a ranch, but it was also a small village with a bunch of people. Having something like that to where everyone was like forced out because the aliens invaded, kind of like in Majora's Mask, but then they just never left. Like maybe like they could come up with something comical on why they're there, like instead of coming back every year to like steal cows because they just love the milk so much, they were like, instead of like,
dude, Chateau Romani gives you unlimited magic power.
So instead of like, they could come up with something just completely obscene and hilarious. It's just like they decided, instead of coming back every single year and making this month-long trip across the universe or whatever to kidnap these cows, they just decided it would be easier if we just lived there.
Yeah.
So we don't have to keep coming back every year. So
or they could just take 2 cows. And just
there's enough, but there's so much land, and you know, the devastated Breath of the Wild Hyrule. They could set up shop somewhere.
Yeah, so it would be cool if just
alien
like
invasion.
There's these aliens that
alien
look different.
Invasion. There's like there's no real people there. There's
more like an immigration than an invasion.
We invite you because Hyrule has been devastated. Please help us populate this planet.
Yeah, it's like so my idea is, and I'm completely thinking of this on the spot, but like you go to the village and everyone there just seems a bit off. Like they're speaking half English, like half broken English,
they're
like they are
trying to fit in.
Yeah, and like they almost seem like whenever people like when you hear stories of like the Men in Black that just like seem off or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like the theories and stuff of like the Men in Black or the government, whatever, and like they seem normal, like look normal and everything, but something just seems off with them. I imagine it would be something like that, to where like they don't know how to be human, so you get to this village and everyone just seems weird, and you're just like, okay, well that's just like a weird village, whatever.
Weird vibe.
And then later on in the game, like you find out like, oh, they say long ago aliens came and people ran away from this village and the aliens just took over. And it's like their main produce or whatever, like their main export is just like really good milk. Like,
yeah, Halo Justin, we're doing the mailbag now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually answered your question earlier. Yeah.
You gotta go rewind.
I listened to it.
You missed it.
So
that's so funny.
Yeah, so just like the aliens came, take over a village, and then they just like stay there instead of like constantly coming back to kidnap these poor cows and terrorize a village. So Holly, do you have a final question picked out since you are our guest?
Sure. I like this one because I also have a child of my own.
All of us too.
Yes, children. So
we're all fathers here.
Yes, we're all fathers. So this is from Fallen Nacho, I guess. I was checking out your Patreon, Jesse, I'm assuming, and noticed you're a new father. As a fellow father of a 3-year-old girl and 1-year-old boy, I'd like to know how you plan on introducing your daughter to the video game world.
Oh, there was a similar. I think there was a similar question in Discord.
I think I just forgot to take this out of them. Mailbag because I think we did answer.
Oh, dang it!
That's
you answered
okay.
it last week.
Go
Well,
ahead and
it's still
answer it
it's still good. Yeah, Holly, you're new. They haven't heard your
weren't
answer.
here, so
Oh, well, I have a 6-year-old.
Hey everyone, it's me again, Elia Rose. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. And you know what? If you're a fan of videos like this, you should totally subscribe and give this video a like and comment below to let us know what type of videos you would like to see us create in the future. And if you would really like to support all of us here at the GameOverJesse channel, please consider purchasing a GameOverJesse t-shirt or becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where you can receive many rewards, such as getting shoutouts, having any topic or theory that you select discussed on the podcast or made into its own video, having your question answered, joining on as a guest on the podcast, and playing with us during our Twitch live streams at twitch.tv/GameOverJesse, and much, much more.